Who's it got down there warming up? Do you know? So how much does he want run? He ran a while. Is he feeling? Is his arm feeling good? It's hurting. Uh huh. Yeah. So Saturday he's. For some reason I had it in my head that was a home game. That's at Corinth over. So they're in Wendell. Is that right? Huh? Yeah. Oh, does it really? I'm sorry. I'm sorry if it blows your phone up. Actually, no. I'm sorry if it blows your phone up, JoJo. If it blows your phone up, I don't care. I don't care if it bothers you, Rich. See, I can talk to you like that and won't bother you. See. Uh-huh. Yeah, I think that's on. I've got it set up on purpose. I don't want you to be able to hear me. I want the music. I I did that. So so now when I got excited over a couple of the hits, you could hear me in the background over the music, but it was because I was screaming into the microphone, I think. And look, somebody hit the home run out here tonight. You'll probably hear me screaming. Y'all got to listen to me now tonight. Oh my gosh, that was it was a lot better when I sat down there. You know, yeah, yep. Nuggets got the ball tonight. Now I expect somebody to stand up and scream, "Let's go Nuggets!" Hmm? Well, where are they? Oh, they're still there. They stayed and you came home. Did you leave them money so they could go back to Vegas and go gamble? What? What kind of mom are you? Oh wow, that's awesome. That's awesome that they get to do that. Yeah, I'm glad they're good enough friends to do that too. That's a blessing for you guys. Look, me and my sister could do it, but me and my brother, no way. That's good. No, Byers is in the pen. That is Lawhorn at second. Byers looks like he's pitching tonight. You didn't get the lineup before the game. I'm just kidding. At home, he gets it to me before. Huh? Yeah. Oh no. Oh, no. He might be mad. No, I'm just kidding. Huh? Oh, Jason with him? Yeah. Dude, that dude. Yeah, we were. And that was a fun trip, but we could have won more games. He put his kid in center field and leading off, and kid didn't even need to be back. Right, Dixon. What you been feeding Jeff? He's been lifting too, hasn't he? Does Hunt look like that too? Does Hunt look like that too? Has he? Bigger, faster, stronger. That's what it's all about. Believe me, I only. Oh look, I only. I heard your wife talking about the kids coming over like between game and between school and practice and stuff. I'll tell you that's the thing I miss the most is all them boys that graduated with Colton coming to our house and hanging out. And that's like when Florence came through. He was still in high school. Well, my neighborhood got power back on within 12 hours. So I had 10 boys that were on the baseball team came right over to the house to hang out. And so I miss the guys being there, you know. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's oh yeah. Eat all your food. Oh. Look, when I was talking to those kids, with Michael and Jess and Connor, and when Connor said, "Well, yeah, we have a Bible study together," I thought, "Are you do what? I thought y'all were seniors in high school." Just you can just tell they're great, great bunch of kids, and that's a testament to you parents. Uh, who? He's one of the teachers. Oh wow. That's what he said. How many of them are going? 8. So Hunt and Jess and Michael and Connor. Who? I don't know, Tenny. So which one? Luke. So So which there is one set of parents. Tenny's parents are going. So who's the troublemaker that you're worried about out of the group? And then all of a sudden he's the troublemaker. Oops, sorry, I baited you into that one. I don't know who's watching mine. I went to see my daughter. She lives in Wellington, so I went down there, saw her. You got to wait till next week. So the 11th, I'm not going to be there. Okay. Huh? I'm going, yes. Yep. And the Havelock game I'm going to miss because my son and I go to the ACC basketball tournament, watch Louisville play every year. That right now it looks like that's the only game I'm going to miss. I talked to um, I talked to Eric Queen, the guy with Newbern Live, and he said that he might try to get one of the other guys to come over and do it. I don't know. I don't. It's not going to be Sideline HD because they don't know how to use Sideline HD, and I had to get a different software because it wouldn't. I don't know their licenses with the system that they use. I had to that I had to get a different type of system so that they could, unless they would have had to have paid like they would have had to pay for another license or something. I'm good. I'm good. I'll just get the lineup as they come through. When they announce our team, I'm gonna try to get them. It's on YouTube. No, go to Newbern Live and then look for baseball. Yep. Hey, what is his name? Don. I had a bunch of Dixon people last time, so somebody gonna have to get them all on there. I said I had a bunch of Dixon people the last time I streamed the game, so you need to get them all on there so I can have like 30 or 40 followers watching the game. I got one trying to get on in the St. Louis airport. Right, it's just Newbern Live, and if you look here, their logo will come up down here, and that here in just a little bit, their logo will come up. It's Newbern Live, and I think it's 3 words, Newbern Live, and it's on YouTube. Well, I'm going to get excited when Newbern does something. I'm not going to get excited when Dixon does anything. All right. One thing about it, Ken, I'm not going to have to worry about the ball hitting the net, right?
evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Ricky Davis Field, where your Bulldogs. Number 32, Carter Huff. Batting fifth, playing catcher. Number 17, Carson McElrath.
PA announcers getting the starting lineups in, guys.
Number 13, Paxton Reagan. And DH, batting sixth. Number 12, Tillman Caskey. Playing left field, batting seventh. Number 6, Trent Sparks. And batting ninth, playing center field, number 9, Khalil Wooten.
Good evening, folks. We're here at Holly Ridge, North Carolina, where New Bern takes on the Dixon Bulldogs. I'll let the PA announcer announce their starting lineup.
Batting second, playing shortstop. Number 3, Chris Gusling. Batting third, pitching. Number 10, Nick LaCunya. Batting fourth, number 5. Sorry, playing third base. Number 9, Trent Lill. Batting fifth, playing second base. Number 8, Peyton Coker. Batting sixth, playing center field. Number 6, Beck Riddick. Batting seventh, for DH. Number 5, Alex Palazzo. Playing right field. Number 13, Owen Sheets. Batting in. Playing left field. Number 4, Aiden Lee. And batting ninth, your catcher tonight, number 17, Hayden Atkinson. And the rest of your Dixon Bulldogs. And now, ladies and gentlemen, for those who are physically able, we ask that you stand and remove your headgear as we honor those who serve, are serving, and pay homage to our great nation by the playing of our national anthem.
Do not, but yes, Trent Sparks. Huh? Oh, okay. I have no idea who that is. Four. All right, guys, I'm back. Leading off for the Bears is number 7, Jess Brinson. I'm sitting in the stands tonight, so if you hear Jeremy Huffman, I'll ask Charity to hit his mute button. Guys, all in good fun, guys. All in good fun. So we'll hopefully we'll have a good night for the Bears here. There goes Coach Hardy trotting down to first base. Catcher throws it down. Looks like we're about to get things started here. Here we go. Just going to get things started here for the Bears. Pitcher's in his windup. Comes to the plate. Misses low. All right, the pitcher gets a sign. He delivers. Misses low again. Starts off with a 2-0 count here. Jess is a Wake Tech commit, I do believe. Be playing JUCO ball up in Raleigh. He's takes a healthy swing and comes up empty. Brings us to a 2-1 count. Nobody out here in the top of the first. Last game. Another healthy swing comes up empty. Last game just hit it deep, probably 3 feet from being out of here. That would have changed that ball game completely up and down in Wilmington. So you've got a 2-2 count. Just calls time. Let's think about it a little bit. Digs back in. Pitcher delivers. Just comes up empty for the first out of the inning. That brings up number 10, Luke Byers, the pitcher tonight. Luke swings it from the left side. Pitcher delivers. Another healthy swing, and he comes up empty. Pitcher's in his windup. Delivers. Luke drives it down the line just fair, or just foul. Brings up an 0-2 count. I like the thought by Luke. He's been running for a long time. Pitcher's in his windup, delivers. Misses low for 1-2 count. Luke digs in. He's got the sign from coach. Delivers. And he hits a backside foul. Count remains 1-2. Pitcher delivers. And he hits it right back up the middle. It looks like it's going to fall. And it gets past the center fielder. Luke Brown's first, coming into second. Throw is not in time. That brings up the senior number 20, Michael Woodard.
Hey, come on, Mike.
Michael digs in. We've got a runner in scoring position out there at second. Michael takes a healthy swing, comes up empty. Brings us to an 0-1 count. Garrett Matthews out there running the bases is a courtesy runner for our pitcher. Looks like the pitcher's worried about him a little bit out there. Got a healthy lead. Michael takes ball one. Brings us to a 1-1 count. We've got one out and runner in scoring position. Michael with another healthy swing, and he comes up empty. Brings us to a 1-2 count. Only takes one, right? Only takes one, so probably going to see something off speed here, but Michael can hit off speed too, so we're not worried about that. And pitcher misses on the outside. Pitcher tries to get him to chase. Pitcher comes set, checks the runner, delivers. Michael swings, comes up empty. Brings us to 2 outs. Brings up the shortstop, number 32, Carter Huffman. Bears are wearing the sharp red jerseys. Gray pants tonight. Dixon's in all whites. Pitcher delivers. Misses high. Brings a 1-0 count for Carter. Carter is a Carteret Community College commit. We'll play JUCO ball down at the beach. Pitcher delivers. Carter takes a healthy swing, comes up empty. Carter gets a sign from coach and asks for time. We've got a 1-1 count with 2 outs here in the top of the first. Hopefully trying to scratch a run across for start the scoring here. Pitcher takes his time, coming set. Checks the runner, delivers. Carter takes another healthy swing, comes up empty. Brings us to a 1-2 count. Again, it only takes one. Pitcher comes to the plate, misses high. And the deuce is wild here at the top of the first. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Pitcher comes set, checks the runner. Carter takes a healthy swing, comes up empty. Finishes the top of the first. Count is 0-1. A swing and a miss for strike 2. And he strikes him out swinging for his first strikeout. We've got 1 out here in the bottom of the first. Brings up the, you heard their announcer, brings up number 3, Gus Lander. Luke comes to the plate, starts with a strike. He's pitching ahead tonight, looks like. So steps off, wants another sign. He's in his windup. He comes to the plate. And the curveball misses just a little low. Luke's in his windup, comes to the plate for a called strike 2. Brings the count to 1-2. Again, we've got 1 out here in the bottom of the first inning. Gus Lander digs in. Luke delivers. And the curveball barely misses. Oh, and he does go for strike three. That's two pitches, two strikeouts. And the coach wants to talk about it. Coach wants to talk about it. He doesn't like the call at all. All right. All right. That brings up number 10. So we've got two outs here in the bottom of the second inning. Luke gets the sign from Kaysen. Kaysen. And the batter calls time, wants to think about it a little bit. Kaysen gives Luke the sign. Luke's in his windup. He delivers. And the ball's popped up on the infield. Mike's calling it. And Mike catches it for the third out of the inning. That was an efficient inning for uh, Luke. After one, we've got no score. Kaysen gets his sign from Coach Ellsworth down there, third base. Pitcher gets his sign from the catcher. Comes to the plate for strike one, looking. Brings us to a 1-1 count for Kaysen. Kaysen is a Methodist University commit. Going to go play some ball down there for Coach Austin. Kaysen fouls that one off. Brings us to a 1-2 count. Nobody gone here in the top of the second inning. Pitcher comes to the plate and misses on the inside half. Pitcher's in his windup, comes to the plate. And Kaysen, healthy swing, and he comes up empty for the first out of the inning. That brings up the right fielder, number 13, Paxton Reagan. Paxton is a LCC commit. He's going to play a little bit of JUCO ball in Kinston, North Carolina for the legendary Gary Smith. Okay, Paxton digs in. Pitcher delivers, and it's low for ball one. I'm gonna give Gabe Matthews the other headset. He can do some color for us. Pitcher asked for another pitcher asked for another baseball. It is granted. Again, we got a 1-0 count for Paxton here. Pitcher's in his windup, delivers. Paxton fouls it off. Gives us a 1-1 count. Paxton bats from the left side, throws from the left side as well. Pitcher comes to the plate, misses on the high and outside. Brings us ball two. Brings us to a 2-1 count. Paxton fouls the next one off. Brings us to a 2-2 count with one out here in the top of the second inning. Paxton drives the ball, shortstop is in front of it, throws it across to the first base in time for out number 2. That's going to bring up number 12, the DH Tillman Caskey. Tillman is one of the juniors on this team. Him and Kaysen split time behind the plate most of the time. Tillman digs in. Pitcher delivers. Ball low. Starts with a 1-0 count. Pitcher's in his windup and delivers. In the dirt for ball 2. Most of the kids on this team at one time or another was on a field in their youth, and I was coaching. Tillman's always been a really good hitter. And the pitcher delivers. That was a good take, a low strike. The umpire's going to give us that strike. That's where Luke needs to live, right there at the knees. Tillman digs in. Pitcher's in his windup, delivers, and he misses on the outside. Brings us to a 3-1 count. Hitters count here for Tillman Caskey. Tillman digs in. And called strike 2, another low strike. Early in the game, we learned from that. Now we got a full count with 2 outs. Tillman digs in. Pitcher comes to the plate. And he misses on the inside for a walk. So we're in business here. We've got a runner on first.
Now batting, number 6, Trent Sparks.
Brings up number 6, sophomore Trent Sparks. I do believe he is playing left field tonight. And the pitcher picks off over there, not in time. Pitcher delivers. Ball 1 high. Tillman remains at first. Tillman gets to run the bases tonight. Normally he is the catcher. He gets a courtesy runner. I don't know if you hear the sound of freedom above, military helicopter flying over. Pitcher delivers. Trent fouls it off. Brings us even 1-1 count. Pitcher gets a sign from Hayden Atkinson. Checks the runner. Delivers. Misses high and inside. Brings us to a 2-1 count. Trent digs in. Pitcher picks off, not in time. Pitcher delivers, misses high, and Trent holds up. And the opposing team did not like that. They thought he went. Brings us to a 3-1 count. We've got 2 outs here in the top of the second inning. And Trent fouls it off. Brings us to a full count with 2 outs. Tillman will be moving. And it does not even look like they're going to hold him on here. Pitcher comes set. Tillman on the run. And Trent hits it deep to left field. Left fielder is camped out under it. And he makes the play. Ball 1. I think that's the first batter he started with a ball. He's in his windup. Comes to the plate for called strike 1. Evens the count at 1. Evens the count 1-1. He gets the sign from Kaysen. Tough call. That curveball looked like it fell in there to me. Brings us to a 2-1 count. Comes to the plate. Evens it up at 2. Brings us to a 2-2 count. And his windup, he delivers. And misses on the inside. Brings us to a full count. I jinxed him telling you guys that he was efficient the first inning. Luke delivers for strike 3. I do believe that would be his 3rd strikeout on the night.
Number 8.
Now batting for the Bulldogs, number 8. I left their lineup in the car, so my apologies for not being so professional, guys. Luke starts with a strike. Luke's in his windup. He delivers. Misses a little low. Luke brings it to the plate. Misses on the inside. Brings us to a 2-1 count. We've got one out here in the bottom of the second inning. Luke comes to the plate. Ball's in play. Carter's in front of it. Throws it across the diamond, and it is in time. Brings us 2 outs. Carter, a ground ball over to Mike over at first base, Michael Woodard. Good play. Those two, I've seen those two make that play for the last 8 years probably. Brings up number 6 for the Bulldogs, batting from the left-hand side. Luke misses just a little out. Luke comes to the plate. First strike, 1 evens it up, 1-1. Luke delivers. Curveball drops in there, does not get the call. Brings us to a 2-1 count. We've got 2 outs here in the bottom of the second inning. For called strike. The deuce is wild here in the bottom of the second. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Again, guys, if you watch this broadcast very often, you're going to get tired of that. And a swing and a miss. Ball's in the dirt. Kaysen throws it down to first to complete the out. Takes us to the top of the third. Khalil gets a sign from Coach Ellsworth. Pitcher delivers. And he puts it in play to the third baseman. The third baseman makes the play, throws it across the diamond. It is in time for the first out of the inning. Brings us back to the top of the lineup. Number 7, Jess Brinson, our third baseman. They've all seen the pitcher once. I expect a little bit better the second time through the lineup. Pitcher delivers. Jess hits it deep to the right center gap. That is down. He rounds first. He's heading for second. He rounds second. He's on his way to third. The throw's coming in. Relay is not in time. And Jess Brinson starts us off with a triple here. That brings up our pitcher, number 10, Luke Byers. He's got a job to do, get that run across, help himself out a little bit here. Pitcher comes to the plate, misses low, catcher blocks it up. Ball 1. Jess remains at third. Looks like Luke is hunting a fastball here. He can drive, get that run across. Pitcher delivers. He swings, miss, ball gets behind, and Jess scores. And that puts the Bears on top, 1-0. All right. Luke Byers got a 1-1 count. We've got one out here in the top of the third. Pitcher delivers. And then Luke swings at a curveball in the dirt. Only takes one. Brings us up to a 1-2 count. Only takes one. That's why we get 3 of them. We can make a little mistake like that. Get another one. Pitcher steps off, wants to think about it a little bit. Maybe he didn't like the sign in from the catcher. Pitcher is in his windup. Comes to the plate. Luke, with a healthy swing, comes up empty for the second out of the inning. That brings up the first baseman, number 20, Mike Woodard. Mike Woodard threw on Tuesday night against Wilmington. And the pitcher misses on the outside. Curveball didn't quite get back. Michael is another Wake Tech commit. He'll be playing JUCO ball up in Raleigh. Fun ball 2 down low. Fun fact: Coach Mike Ellsworth's brother is one of the assistant coaches up in Raleigh at Wake Tech. Good connection there. Mike digs in. The pitcher comes to the plate and misses low for ball 3. 3-0 count. If I know Coach Ellsworth, he's got the take sign on here. There have been times in my past Mike got the green light. However, I doubt with a 1-run ball game he's got the green light here, but we'll see. Oh, he does have the green light. He hits it hard, and the right fielder makes the play. Mike did barrel that one up. Luke is in his windup. Comes to the plate. Ball 2. He wanted it held up just a little bit. Luke again comes to the plate. And the ball's hit to the right fielder. Paxton brings it into first. Or, I'm sorry, brings it into second.
Now batting, number 4, Aiden Lee.
That brings up number 4, Lee. All right, the hitter digs in. Luke gets the sign from Casey, comes set, checks the runner, comes to the plate. He squares around for strike number 1. If history repeats itself, he will square around again. They did like to square around and move the leadoff runner in the first game. I expect them to do the same here. Luke delivers. Curveball drops right in there for strike 2. Luke starts ahead, gets him in an 0-2 count. Comes set. Checks the runner, delivers. For strike 3. If I'm not mistaken, that should be 5 strikeouts on the night.
Now batting, number 17,
I need to get somebody to hang up the K's so I can count them. I'm not keeping a book tonight. This brings up the catcher, Hayden Atkinson. Hayden swings it from the left side. He's catching tonight. Pitcher delivers. And that Luke starts with a strike for an 0-1 count. Luke comes set. He delivers. Hayden goes down, fouls it off. Brings it to an 0-2 count. Hayden is one of the Dixon boys that's played for me in the past as well. Really good kid. Luke gets a sign from Kaysen. Delivers. Misses on the outside. Brings us to a 1-2 count. Sounds like the dugout wants a little bit bigger lead. Luke comes to the plate, and Hayden swings and a miss for the 6th strikeout of the night. Brings us back to the top of the lineup for the Bulldogs. So we got 2 outs here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Bears are up 1-0. We got a runner on first for the leadoff batter for the Bulldogs. Luke misses just a little high. Luke comes set, checks the runner, delivers for strike 1. Evens the count 1-1 here with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Luke gets the sign. And the batter calls time, wants to think about it a little bit. Takes a deep breath. Digs back in. Kaysen gets the sign from Coach Els. Luke delivers. Curveball. Looked like it dropped in there to me, but the boss on the field says it's a ball. Brings us to a 2-1 count. Luke delivers. For strike 2. And the deuce is wild here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner remains on first. Luke delivers. Runner goes. Swing and a miss for strike 3. If my count is correct, that's 7 strikeouts for ball 1. If I know Carter, he's sitting on a fastball here. Hopefully he can drive it pretty good bit. Pitcher throws a curveball. Good take if you ask me for Carter. Brings us to a 1-1 count. Pitcher delivers. Carter hits it right back to the pitcher. Just missed it. And the pitcher throws it across first to complete the first out of the inning. That brings up our catcher, number 17, Kason McElrath.
Let's go, Queso Blanco. Now batting, number 17, Jason McElrath. Big white cheese, let's go. Jason, put a move on one here.
Kason digs in. Pitcher delivers. Kason drives it out to right field. Over the right fielder's head. I see numbers. Kason rounds first. He's on his way to second. The throw's coming in. Not in time. Kason with a double here in the top of the 4th inning. Got us a runner in scoring position here. And we're going to get us a courtesy runner. Looks like number 16, Evan McGuire, running for our catcher, Kason. Brings up Paxton Reagan, the right fielder. He hits from the left side.
Batting number 13, Paxton Reagan. Go
Paxton, another senior. Paxton digs in. Pitcher delivers. Misses on the inside for ball 1. Evan gets a big lead out there at second. Shortstop's in his back pocket. Pitcher delivers. Paxton on the ground towards first base, down the first baseline. The pitcher fields the ball, tosses it over to first in time. Evan moves up to third on the play. Gives us 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. Brings up number 12, Tillman Caskey, our designated hitter tonight. Pitcher delivers. Tillman takes strike 1.
Let's go, Till.
Pitcher's in his windup. Delivers. Tillman fouls it off. for strike two, brings us to an 0-2 count. Evan remains at third. Tillman digs in. Pitcher delivers. Ooh, tough third called strike. And it looks like the students over there having a good time in the stands. Luke delivers. Ball's hit to center field. Khalil camps out under it, makes the play. For the first out of the inning. Now batting the pitcher number 10. Luke's in his windup. Delivers. And the curveball misses on the outside for a 1-0 count. Luke delivers. Misses just a little high. Luke is in his windup, delivers, and he fouls it off for strike one. Brings us to a 2-1 count. One out here, the bottom of the fourth. And the hitter digs in. Luke delivers. Misses low. Brings us to a 3-1 count. Luke delivers. Misses. And the pitcher is on. Coach is asking for some wheels for his pitcher. That brings up number 9, Leo, I do believe. And again, this coach has in the past bunted. I don't know that he's going to bunt with this 3-hole hitter, but we shall see. Luke delivers, puts it in play. And that's a ground ball to the third baseman. Jess gets the force out at second. Tosses the ball over to Luke Lawhorn. Complete the out. That brings up number 8. Coach wants to chat about it. Again, brings up number 8 here. Luke delivers, misses a little low. Luke comes set, checks the runner, delivers. And the hitter takes strike 1. Didn't look like he liked the call very much, but looked like a strike from over here. I'll agree with the boss man. And Luke delivers, ball gets past. Runner advances to second. Brings us to a 2-1 count. Again, we've got 2 outs here. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. Ball probably got wet going to the backstop there. Luke asked for a new baseball. Luke comes set, checks the runner, delivers for a foul ball. And that brings us even at 2. The deuce is wild here in the bottom of the 4th inning. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Luke delivers, misses high for a full count. Brings us to a full count here. 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th. We've got a runner on second. He delivers for strike 3. And he strikes out the side. I do believe that is He starts with a strike, takes a healthy swing, fouls it off. Pitcher gets the sign. He's in his windup. Comes to the plate. Trent hits it to the right fielder. The right fielder looks like he's under it, and he makes the play for out number 1.
Now batting, number 9. Khalil.
That brings up the center fielder, number 9, Khalil Wooten.
Hey, let's go, 9. Find a barrel, Khalil. Let's go.
Khalil digs in. Pitcher delivers. Misses low. Khalil is junior center fielder. Pitcher delivers. Khalil swings, fouls it off. Brings us to a 1-1 count. And the sounds of freedom. Another helicopter flying over. New River Air Station's not too far away. Pitcher delivers. Khalil swings, hits the ball to the right center gap, and it's down for a single. He rounds first, heading to second, and the throw is not in time. Trickles away from the shortstop covering the bag. Nice job, Khalil. That brings up the top of the lineup, number 7, Jess Brinson, with a runner in scoring position. Third time the lineup seeing this pitcher. Should produce some good things for us. We'll see how it goes. I may have just jinxed everybody, but hopefully not. Pitcher comes set. Checks a runner. Delivers. Just swings. Fouls it off. Pitcher starts with an 0-1 count. Pitcher getting the sign from Hayden. Comes set. Checks the runner. Delivers. And Jess takes strike 2. Brings us to an 0-2 count. No balls, 2 strikes. 1 out here. In the top of the 5th inning. And the Bulldogs pitcher delivers. Misses up high for ball 1. Gives us a 1-2 count. 1-2 count for Jess. Pitcher comes set. He delivers. And it's in the dirt. Brings things even at 2-2. 2-2 count here for Jess. Again, Jess, Wake Tech commit. Play a little JUCO ball up in Raleigh. Room with Michael, I do believe. Pitcher comes to the plate. Misses high. That brings us to a full count. Full count for Jess here. Full count for Jess here. Pitcher checks his runner, delivers. Jess fouls it off. Catcher catches it for 3rd strike. That brings up the pitcher, number 10, Luke Byers. Luke looking to help himself out here with the runner in scoring position out there at second. Khalil's got a healthy lead. Short's in his back pocket. Pitcher delivers. Luke drives the ball. It gets through the 3-4 hole. Khalil comes in and scores easily from second. gives us a 2-0 lead. Brings in the courtesy runner Garrett Matthews for the pitcher.
Now batting number 20, Mike Woodard.
That brings up the first baseman, senior, number 20, Mike Woodard. Pitcher delivers. Mike swings. He's got a healthy swing on it. It's over his head. That's it. That's down. Garrett has a chance of scoring from first. Michael rounds second. He holds up at second. Garrett scores from first base. Gives us a 3-0 lead for the Bears here in the top of the fifth inning. Coach wants to talk about it. All right, the coach is finished with his conference. That brings up the shortstop, number 32, Carter Huffman. I've seen Carter hit the cover off the ball several times in his lifetime. Looking for it right here. Break this game wide open. Michael remains at second base. Carter digs in. He's ready for the pitch. Comes in and he swings. He drives the ball to center field. It's in the gap. Center fielder does chase it down. Michael rounds third, and he does score on that single by Carter Huffman. That brings us to a 4-0 lead. 4-0 lead here in the top of the fifth. That brings up number 17, our catcher, Kason McElrath.
Now batting number 17, Jason McGillrath.
All right. Kason digs in. Carter remains at first. And Kason drives it out there. Center fielder gets under it, makes the play. But the Bears, not before the Miss for strike one. Luke starts with a strike. He's in his windup, delivers. And it's up on the infield. Looks like Jess Princeton is under it. Calls it, makes the play. That gives us one out here in the bottom of the fifth.
Number 5, Alex Palazzo.
Brings up number 5, Alex Colazzo for the Bulldogs. All right, Luke gets the sign from Kaysen, delivers, misses low for ball one. Luke comes to the plate. Tough call by the boss man behind the plate. Must have been inside. Brings us to a 2-0 count. Luke delivers, and that curveball drops right in there for a 2-1 count. Luke, in his windup, delivers. First strike, 2. Hitter didn't like that call. Brings us to a 2-2 count with one out here in the bottom of the fifth inning. Swing and a miss. Ball's in the dirt. Kaysen covers it up. Throws it down to first to complete the out. For his 9th strikeout of the night. I wonder how many times his sister struck out 9 in a game. I bet it was a lot. However, comes from a family of pitchers. We've got 2 outs here in the bottom of the fifth inning. He's in his windup. Comes to the plate. And, ooh, tough call from the umpire. That's been a strike all day long. Must have been a little low. Starts ball 1. Ball 2. There again. I sound like a broken record. Sounds of freedom flying over. Not too far from New River Air Station. Luke misses just a little high. Brings up a 3-0 count here. He's in his windup. Comes to the plate. And hit by a pitch. Runner trots down to first. That brings up the catcher for the Bulldogs. Hayden Atkinson.
Now batting, number 17, Hayden Atkinson.
All right, Luke gets the call. Comes set, checks the runner down there at first. He delivers. Strike 1. Swing and a miss. Hayden with a healthy swing. Comes up empty. Luke and Hayden calls timeout. Wants to think about it a little bit. Take a deep breath. Luke comes set. Delivers. Misses just a little low. Gives us a 1-1 count here in the bottom of the fifth. 1-1 count. 2 outs. Got a runner on first base. Nugget delivers for called strike 2. Gives us a 1-2 count. And low strike. Hayden goes down and gets it. Foul ball. Foul ball. Coach didn't like the call there. And looks like the coach is letting the umpire have a little bit. Umpire comes back to his position. We've got a 1-2 count. 2 outs. Runner remains at first. Luke gets the sign, checks the runner. Delivers. And barely misses. The deuce is wild here in the bottom of the fifth. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Luke gets his sign, comes set. Delivers for strike 3. Looking. That makes 10 strikeouts.
Ladies and gentlemen, now batting number 12.
brings up the designated hitter number 12, Tillman Kasky. Pitcher comes set, delivers, misses high. Brings the ball one here. Pitcher delivers and gets the call there with that low strike. Brings it to a 1-1 count. Good take if you ask me. I don't think the umpire would take as much from me as he did from the coach in between innings there. Pitcher delivers, misses low for ball two for a 2-1 count. Pitcher gets the sign, comes set, delivers. Tillman drives it to the right center gap. It gets down. Tillman rounds first, decides not to. For a single. Tillman's at first. That brings up number 16, Evan McGuire.
Evan McGuire.
Go, Big Mike. Now batting number 16, Evan McGuire. Subbing in for Trent Sparks. Pitcher delivers, misses high for ball one. Tillman remains at first. Got a 1-0 count. One out here in the top of the sixth inning. Pitcher comes to the plate. Misses high for a 2-0 count. Evan digs in, gets his sign from Coach Ellsworth, digs in. Pitcher picks off, not in time. Evan digs in. Pitcher delivers. Misses high for a 3-0 count. Brings us to a 3-0 count. Tillman remains at first. Pitcher delivers. And called strike one for a 3-1 count. Brings us to a 3-1 count here. Tillman still at first. Pitcher checks the runner. Delivers. Misses high for a walk. That puts runners on first and second. Evan at first. Tillman at second. Brings up number 9, the center fielder, Khalil Wooten. Khalil drove the ball out to right center last time at bat. Tillman's got a healthy lead over there. Second baseman's covered. Pitcher delivers. Misses low for ball one. Gives us a 1-0 count. Pitcher checks the runner. Second baseman's covering. Delivers. Misses high for ball two. Coach decides he wants to talk it over. Coach trots out there. Khalil's going to go down and talk it over with Coach Ellsworth. Coach shared a little bit of wisdom with the pitcher here. We've got a 2-0 count for Khalil Wooten here. We've got one out. Runners on first and second. And the 2-0 count. If I know Khalil, he's sitting on a fastball here, looking to drive something. And he swings, and it's a foul ball. Gives us a 2-1 count. Two-one count. Tillman's still at second. Evans still at first. Pitcher delivers. Misses on the inside half for a 3-1 count. Again, we've got one out here at the top of the sixth. 3-1 count for Khalil Wooten. And he misses high. Walks the bases loaded. For the top of our lineup, the third baseman, number 7, Jess Brinson.
Now bat number 7, Jess Brinson.
Jess digs in. Sitting on a fastball. If I know him. And he swings. A healthy swing comes up empty. He's looking to get all of that one, it looked like. Again, bases loaded. Khalil's at first, Evans at second, Tillman's at third, Jess Brinson at the plate. Pitcher delivers for called strike 2. Brings it to an 0-2 count. Brings us to an 0-2 count for Jess. Bases are loaded. Pitcher comes to the plate. Jess swings, fouls it off behind us. Count remains 0-2. Still one out. Still got bases loaded. Pitcher delivers. Misses on the outside for a 1-2 count. Pitcher really wanted that call, looked like. Doesn't like it that he didn't get that call, but part of the game. Pitcher does come set. Delivers. Just swings, fouls it off. Count remains 1-2. Jess got a twin brother here, Hunt Brinson. Also Wake Tech commit. And he goes down and fouls that one off. Keep fighting those off till the pitcher makes a mistake. Pitcher comes set. Delivers. High and inside for a 2-2 count. That brings us to 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the top of the 6th inning. Bases are loaded. We got Tillman Caskey at third, Evan McGuire at second, Khalil Wooten at first. Jess Brinson is still in the box. Been a long at bat. Pitcher delivers. Jess backs out. I must have missed the ball because that is a walk. Brings us to gives us a 5-0 lead. And the coach wants to talk about it again. Second visit of the inning, going to have to make a change. Thank you guys for watching. This broadcast brought to you by New Bern Live and Stalls Medical and Adaptive Vans. All right. That brings up our pitcher, number 10, Luke Byers. New pitcher for the Bulldogs. Bases are loaded. Pitcher delivers. And Luke is hacking. Barely foul. Gives us an 0-1 count with one out. Bases are loaded. We've got Evan at third, Khalil at second, Jess Brinson over at first. Luke looking to help himself out here. Swings, healthy swing, comes up empty. That's why we get 3, folks. Only takes 1. Pitcher comes to the plate, misses on the inside. Brings us to a 1-2 count. Luke ready for the pitch. Pitch delivers. Ground ball. He goes to first for 1 out. Gets one of those runs across. Brings us to a 6-0 lead. Brings up the first baseman, number 20, Mike Woodard. Pitcher comes set, checks his runners, delivers, and catches the outside corner. Jess is at second, Khalil's at third. Michael Woodard digs in the box. Pitcher comes set, delivers. Michael fouls off the curveball. Gives us an 0-2 count. Mike will battle back here. Pitcher delivers. Misses on the outside. Mike's been swinging the bat really well the whole season. Pitcher delivers. Michael swings, fouls it off. Count remains 1-2. And Rich Byer had a chance to make a play. Pitcher comes set, delivers. Michael swings, comes up empty, but not before the Bears put another 2 across. Got a 0-1 count. Hunt gets a sign, comes set, delivers. And the ball's hit into left field for a fair ball. Evan gets to it, brings it in, throws it over second baseman's head. Runner advances to third. So the Bulldogs Got a little something going here in the bottom of the sixth. Number 3 batting for the Bulldogs. Runner on third. Hunt Brinson gets the call. Comes set, checks the runner. Delivers. Misses just a little high. Hunt comes set. Delivers. Misses just a little low. Didn't miss by much there. Hunt comes set. Delivers. And the hitter hits it. Carter goes back, makes the play, and gets the ball in.
Now batting number 10.
Now batting for the Bulldogs, number 10, the starting pitcher. Hunt settling in here. Bulldogs still got a runner on third. Hunt comes set, delivers. Curveball misses low. Cason blocked it up, keeps it in front. Runner remains at third. Cason asked for the appeal on a strike. He did not go. Hunt comes set and delivers. Misses just a little high for ball 2. Cason relays the sign into Hunt. Hunt comes set, checks his runner here, delivers, and called strike 1. Brings us to a 2-1 count. Curveball looks like it's working for Hunt tonight. Delivers. Curveball drops in there for strike 2. Brings us to a 2-2 count. Again, we've still got a 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th inning, runner at third. Hunt comes set. Delivers. Blocks it up. He went. Cason throws it down to first to complete the strikeout. Gives us 2 outs. Cason looks the runner back. Throws it down to first to complete the out. Brings up their 3-hole hitter, number 9, Trent Leal. Runner remains at third with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Hunt brings it to the plate in the dirt. Cason blocks it up, keeps it in front, and runner remains at third. Hunt shakes it off. Delivers. Misses just a little high. Hunt gets the sign from Cason. Comes set. Delivers. Ball's in play to third baseman to his brother, number 7, Jess Brinson. Throws it across the diamond in time. And Hunt gets out of the inning with no runs scored. Carter takes first strike. 0-1 count. All right. Pitcher's in his windup. Carter swings at the curveball. Comes up empty. 4-0-2 count. Pitcher comes to the plate. That curveball misses. Brings us to a 1-2 count. And the pitcher, umpire puts the ball in play. Pitcher's in his windup. Carter swings. That's up really high. First baseman calls it and completes the out for the first out of the inning. That brings up number 17, our catcher, Kason McElrath.
Now batting number 17, Dixon, McElrath.
Pitcher's in his windup, comes to the plate, and misses on the outside for a 1-0 count. Pitcher comes to the plate. Kason fouls it off for a 1-1 count. And the pitcher comes to the plate. Kason with a healthy swing, and he comes up empty. Brings us to a 1-2 count here. Pitcher's in his windup, delivers. Kason, another healthy swing, comes up empty. That brings up our right fielder, number 13, Paxton Reagan. And Paxton digs in. Pitcher comes to the plate. And the curveball misses on the outside. Pitcher's in his windup. Delivers. Paxton drives it down the right field line, foul. And out of play. Gives us a 1-1 count. 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. Pitcher decides to step off. Paxton hits it right back to the pitcher. Pitcher makes the play, completes the out. Takes us down to the bottom of the 7th. Bears lead 6 On number 8, the batter for the Bulldogs. Just gets the sign. He's in his windup. Comes to the plate. And misses on the outside for a 1-1 count. Just delivers. And it's a foul ball. Brings up a 1-2 count. Just gets the sign. He's in his windup and he delivers. For called strike 3. For his first strikeout of the night. 1 batter, 1 strikeout. That brings up number 6 for the Bulldogs. Jess is in his windup and delivers. And a curveball drops right in the strike zone for called strike 1. Just comes to the plate. Ball's hit on the ground to Luke Lawhorn. Throws it across the first. Not in time. Ball's out of play. Runner advances to second. So runner advances to second. That brings up number 5 for the Bulldogs. They've got a runner on second. We've got 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Jess comes set, checks the runner, delivers, misses just a little high. Jess comes set, delivers, and the curveball looked like it fell in there to me, but the boss man behind the plate says no. Did not get into the strike zone. Brings up a 2-0 count. Jess comes set, checks the runner, comes to the plate. Misses on the outside half. Brings up a 3-0 count. Jess needs to take advantage of this free pitch here. 6-0 ball game, bottom of the 7th. This hitter's taken all the way. And he takes advantage. Brings it to a 3-1 count. Jess gets the sign from Kaysen. Delivers. And a swing and a miss. Brings us to a full count. Looked like he was way behind that one. If I was Coach Ellsworth, I'd be bringing the heat again. And he fouls that one off. Count remains 3-2. Again, the count remains full. We've got a runner on second with 1 out. Jess gets the sign. Delivers. Misses on the outside for ball 4. Runner advances to third. Ball gets behind the catcher. Now we've got runners on the corners. Brings up the number 4 for the Bulldogs. Jess Brinson still pitching, runners on the corners. We still have one out. Jess comes to the plate for called strike 1. Runners remain at the corners. Jess checks the runner first. Comes set. Comes to the plate for strike 2. Brings us to an 0-2 count. Jess is a ground ball away from getting us out of this one. Jess delivers. Runner goes. Ball. And the Bulldogs get on the board. Count remain. Score is 6-1. Counts 1-2. Again, we've got one out. Jess comes set. Checks the runner. Delivers. And foul ball. Count remains 1-2. Jess got a 1-2 count on the hitter. Runner remains at second. Jess delivers. Misses just a little low. Gives us a 2-2 count here in the bottom of the 7th. Runner on second. Jess Brinson delivers. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Swing and a miss for strike 3. We've got 2 outs. Runner remains at second. That brings up the catcher, number 17, Hayden Atkinson, for the Bulldogs. Jess Brunson comes set. Delivers. For called strike 1. Gives us an 0-1 count. Jess works ahead here. Comes to the plate. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Gives us an 0-2 count. Jess has got 2 strikeouts here. Jess gets the sign from Kaysen, comes set. Delivers. Misses just a little high. Had just a little extra on that one. Jess comes set. Delivers. And a ball. Ball gets behind Kaysen for a 2-2 count. Runner advances up to third. And the deuce is wild here in the top or bottom of the 7th. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs. Jess wants a new baseball. Time is called. Again, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on third. Here in the bottom of the 7th, Bears lead 6-1. Jess doesn't like the call. Comes set. And Hayden asks for time. Jess comes set, delivers. Hayden reaches out and get it. Foul ball. Count remains 2-2. Again, the count remains 2-2. We've got 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. Jess Princeton still pitching. Jess comes set, delivers, and fouls it off. Jess takes his time getting back on the rubber. Jess comes set, delivers, misses low, got a full count. Brings us to a full count, 2 outs. Something is happening here. Jess delivers. Swing and a miss for strike 3. And that's a ball game, folks. Bears wins 6